What's going on YouTube? Thank you for tuning back into the MR Life YouTube channel. Now first of all, I just want to let you guys know that Marco is not present again because he's fucked up. He's got his hair cut tonight, and that is a real shame because today YouTube, me and nobody are going to the GripUp meet. Now it's a GripUp meetup, but my mate James Matthews, who I referred to in a couple of videos before, James Matthews Media, check him out on YouTube and Instagram if you haven't already. He is doing a talk today with GripUp. Now, if you haven't checked out our last video already, be sure to do that. The video is called 5 Tips for Every Upcoming YouTuber. And the reason why I'm referring you to that video is because today, guys, the GripUp event is all about utilising social media to gain new clients. Now, James Matthews is putting on a talk today at this event. I can't wait to see him for one, but I'm also interested to see what he talks about when I get there. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Guys, come along and enjoy this journey.
What's your pleasure?
Now the event, guys, starts at 6 PM, so I'm just quickly grabbing a drink. Yes, guys, so I'm just cracking on, moving on towards the event now. I'm going to be there in about 10 minutes. Oh, mate, I tell you, my hands are blitz, man. The beginning of February, it is cold, mate, but we crack on anyway, mate. I'm buzzing to see James Matthews, man. I love that geezer. He is a gangster, mate. We need to do some more travelling together, I think. In a bit, guys. We'll see you in a bit. What's going on? So, yes, James Matthews.
How you doing, boys?
Set up this event at GripUp.
I didn't set it up. The boys at GripUp have set it up. I'm just doing a little talk, and I hope it goes well.
Mate, it's definitely going to go well. It's definitely going to go. I've got faith in you, mate. This guy, mate, I love watching him on YouTube, and every time I meet him, it's sick.
Mate, we have such a good time every time.
It's sick. Let me just quickly grab my lanyard. James is about to go in and speak in about 15 minutes' time. Are you sure?
I'm shook. I'm very shook. But it's cool because that's part of life.
It's all part of life and learning. So, mate, this is going to be sick. Check this.
Right, so tonight I want to talk about how I personally grew my client base from no clients whatsoever to some of the clients that I work with today. A little bit about me. My name is James. I am a filmmaker, videographer, storyteller. I kind of decide which one I want to call myself depending on how cool I want to sound at the time. I make mainly sports-based commercials, promotional videos for companies, and mainly all online, so I focus for online content. On my social media pages, all I've done was post all of my work. So every single bit of work that I've done went on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Now what does this do? This is like pretty much refreshing in everyone's minds constantly that I am the guy for video, photo, anything filmmaking. I wanted people to represent me with words like filmmaking, cameras, photography, anything in that genre. I wanted them to think of me straight away, right? That's part of building a personal brand. So after doing one piece of work, I made sure that that one client that I literally had the one client right at the start. I made sure that I put everything into this one client, like absolutely everything I possibly could do to make this project as good as it could be, right? After doing that, what happened? Client was over the moon with the project, thank God. Over the moon, and they recommended me to 3 other people. So I've gone from 1 client to 3, just by making sure I absolutely smashed the hell out of this job. As a freelancer, I think having a personal brand is so important. The way people invest in people, they don't really invest in the skill, well they do obviously invest in the skills, but people want to work with people, especially in this industry, because you're with people for hours on end. So having a personal brand doesn't just limit to social media, it's in person as well. So if there's one thing that I can give away from this isn't the only way you can obviously build a client base. But for me, building a personal brand was the way that I managed to go from having absolutely no clients to getting to work with the clients I've got today. So yeah, people, that is pretty much my talk. It didn't go quite how I wanted it to, but the one thing that I wanted to kind of get across was we're in a generation now where you can utilise social media to build a brand and you can get a lot of work out of it.
What's going on, people? Just come out of the James Matthews GripUp talk. It was sick, to be fair. James absolutely smashed it. He basically explained how he built his own personal brand to gain himself a client base. So he went from 0 clients to obviously where he is now. He gave some tips on how to do that, talked about a couple of techniques that he used, getting out, telling everybody within his social circle exactly what he does for a job, making sure that when they need some work done, he is the first person that they get in contact with. And that's really helpful when you're first starting out in filmmaking, because ultimately you want to get as much work as possible and obviously want to make sure that the work you do is top notch. I've come to this event today because I've obviously got my first piece of professional work for a couple in Derby. I'm filming their wedding. I know I've been thrown in the deep end, but I love being put under pressure, and I'm going to make sure that that piece of work is going to be sick. And then once I've got that video put together, it is going to start my portfolio up and allow me to be able to put that content out to potential future clients. Hopefully they'll start looking at my work and thinking, yeah, do you know what, this geezer actually wants to do some serious work for people, so let's get in contact with him and see what he can do for us. Depending on the sorts of clients I get and sort of experiences that I come across, will ultimately decide what direction I go in. But for now, let me just say, like, share and subscribe. This video is a little bit different from what we normally put up. Marco, you're a bean. You should have come to this because it was very informative. I've met some nice people, done a bit of networking, and at the end of the day, yeah, you're a bean. Guys, Marco will be in the next vlog. We are potentially setting up a new series on the YouTube channel called Fortnite Fridays. And going back to what we said, it's all about exploring, meeting new people. So on that Fortnite Fridays video, we're just going to basically be getting out, going to various different locations and seeing what we can find. So until then, peace, like, share and subscribe below, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.